Hey guys, welcome to another Minecraft video, this time in survival. This is a realm tour I'm going to be giving here where me and my friends have taken time over break to work on some builds and just spend some time together and relax. To get us started off here, we start at the home base where I've built a little artificial pond along with my first house. I really wanted to settle down in this cherrywood area and see how it would do, but this place is pretty empty now, and we kind of live on top of this mountain here. And as we head over this way, I have a nice little netherwort farm. Along with a sugarcane farm here. And back over this way was where I had my first little cow and sheep pen, which eventually turned into just a cow pen. And we have another house here, which matches. As we head down over here, this is basically where everyone got all their diamonds in this realm. I made this build. As you come down here, you're kind of greeted by a nice homely feel with a bunch of just strip mines. And this one is over to the zombie spawner, which I won't bore you with that. As we come back up top, there's another building down here, which never really got completely finished up top, but below is our 32 sheep farm, which is able to hold more than enough of what we need, along with Jeb at the end. And even comes with your own elytra entrance. As we come out here, we'll get a nice view of another base nearby, Alex's, which never got completely finished. As we head back over here though, to my starter area. Over here we have the villager trading hall, which has everyone we need, done by Joe. Coming back over towards the Netherwort farm, heading up through the farm area. This area is just able to hold a lot of crops, pumpkins, wheat, potatoes. And we're taken to my base. And here I never really fully set anything up, but I did really enjoy building this and putting it all together, because I thought it turned out really nice. Has a great view out here. Coming through the front door here though, we're met to what would have been a very grand entrance, which would have had a nice little guard area room upstairs. But this castle is, gives a lot of space for ideas. Much area up here for storage. Then you can take the way out here. Now if we head upstairs, more room. And areas like this would be great for enchanting table setup. And to just get a little flyby of the area. This thing definitely took a while, along with this custom-made ravine that I made, which we'll get to in a second. But I really love the Japanese style, how clean it is, and I love the bamboo and the cherry blossom biome. I thought, why not bring it all together? As we come back over here, we'll take a little flight. As over here is one of my friend's bases. And this is another one of my friend's bases. I didn't get done, but it was looking great so far. As we head back by the sugarcane farm and sheep farm, we'll be making our way down the mountain. As there isn't too much on top of the mountain, as we more focused on building below. I wanted to create a nice little Japanese path going down the mountain using these padogas. I have little separate ways to go. As we come down here, we'll come out to a little bit of a flatter area. We're able to see a lot more things. Over here we have the cathedral, which holds our nether system. We'll be back here in a bit to check. As we head along this upward path, we'll head around the cathedral to this little moon village. Down here we have a little farmer's home with pumpkins and melons, along with a nice moon fountain. And as we come around here, the auto wheat and sugar farm. And it may not look like much in here, but as we come back, we have one of our automatic farms. Next, we have our stable, which the interior isn't too much, just need some storage for hay. But then we have our animals here, Amelia, and our llamas. As we turn over here, I really enjoyed making this house as it's two separate ones with a nice little bridge in between, but this is more like a storage area, as you then can head all the way on top. And then you can pass on over to this bedroom where we're going to be taking a sleep. Got a nice little piano here, some simple decorations, which this holds my brewery area. Coming across over here is a very important building, the smelting. And I just have two very simple furnaces here where I just put what I want to smelt on top and just gets it all through. Coming around here, the pass, we come around to this, which was going to be our map room. And I really like this circular design along with the roof. Oh. And coming back over here, going past, we'll be heading up into the cafe, which sadly also never got fully finished, but also just a great place to look out over the land that we've built and worked on over the months. I also really like little pathways like this underneath, come in really handy. Just come to a nice little separate viewing area. Coming down here comes a very OG spot, one would remember as the skeleton spawner. It has changed a lot over time, as this was not always like this. But making our way down here to the skeleton spawner, this is where I made my first little setup of enchantment table and where I gained most of my XP over the run of this world. And then you would AFK up here, which had a little bit of an interesting room. Heading back up and out, we'll keep on heading over this way to the lava lavatory, which was my second build over here. And it may not look like much up here, but once we go down, we'll be able to get into our lava storage system, where I'm able to infinitely make lava, and that will really just help with the fuel system. If we continue to head back around by the pond I've made here, which for whatever reason has a nice pigment. As we head up past the market stalls, and another one of my friends was building there. And then this was a nice Viking designed home, which has more than enough room. But it's kind of hard to tell, but a lot of this land has been kind of terrained and built over, as it just, Minecraft's way of terrain building is pretty terrible. So, but over here we have a nice little Zen garden, which you'll notice I have many of these, and just enjoy the tranquility. Heading up, my first terraformed project is my staircase to the ravine. I really enjoy just building paths and making it all work together. Here's another great spot where it's really peaceful, and it takes it all the way down to the bottom of the Zen garden. Heading into the ravine, it really is pretty bare. I did not do a ton of work here, but you know, this was hard enough as it is. But I have a nice little pond here, which kind of broke into the mountain, which looked great. And I had room to explore here. As we head over here, this was my way to get up, along with a nice little view over the area. Come down here, this was gonna be a future build right there, but never got done. But here is my storage area, which I wanted to put below the Japanese castle. And although I never made an official one, a sorting system, I thought this was pretty great, where I really had all of my stuff organized and situated. Bad dropper. Bad. And then coming up here was going to be a separate way out of the ravine, which never really got finished. Yeah, you can always come back. Having a quick other look down here, go to the lower level with the mushrooms, and I made this little artificial river here, which was going to go on as you come down this way, and it was going to take you as a path through. But anyways, ouch. Coming back out, taking a secret waterfall entrance. We're really able to take a good look over what we've taken a look at so far with the cathedral and the little town here, along with this. As we come back down, we'll head over to the fisherman house and the lighthouse, and head over to this island, which was kind of a big project of mine. I need a new way of gaining XP and thought, why not build a factory for it? So I kind of covered this whole island with decoration and detail, and you take the path over past one of my friend's ships, and it will take you to the factory. I really love building this, except I did not love all the brick it needed. It sure was a lot, but it did turn out quite nice. But if you're wondering what farm this is a gold XP farm, which with the portal, it has a chance to spawn pigmen, so it just basically places and breaks the portal, and it makes it so I can kill them in a trident system here. Now we're gonna check out a part of Jace's build here, his main house, which he really took a good spot, and I love how it turned out. Now that the rain is gone, we'll continue back over here. Not mentioning what that is. If we head up this trail right here, it's another river I was able to make that leads out to the ocean. And Matt was able to make this really cool arch here, which takes us to the bridge. And I was able to carve out, make it a little bit lower, able to add some depth to it. And I thought it turned out really well. Heading back down to where we started, we'll head across this bridge. And this is one of my favorite terrained fixed lands on the realm. But we kind of head up past the castle, where I have some custom trees laid out. Now a lot of houses could have gone up here, a lot of fields. Not really too sure what all could have happened, but up this way though, connecting the bridge to the mountain is Matt's house. And this house turned out really cool. I really like the grand walkway up. Just a great example of kind of a mansion build. Where you can have your nice bed up top. Just so spacious, so much room. Really like this house. With lots of area below for storage. Great design. And he had a big plan with it as well. Heading over towards my good friend Jacob's area, we have the pathway that we were able to connect to each other, leading up to his tower with Jace's plane. He has these lovely arches here with a nice windmill in the back. Now we all love our exteriors, and interiors are more a work in progress for us, but Jacob has a great fireplace here and a nice chest organization. And we all really loved his little mudroom here. Room for a nice coat rack and shoes. But coming out here, he has all his pens and his future barn he was going to work on. And then we have this windmill right here, which I thought turned out really nice. I really like this design. As we actually head behind the windmill, we're going to take a little travel towards two other people's lands. We had a path in progress here, you can see below. And as we get up to the mountain is where we'll be met with a glorious view. So this bridge is connecting the two bases of Gavin's and Gary's. And Gavin is a pretty active member of the realm. He is the owner of the realm. But although his base is pretty laggy, he has a pretty awesome one with a map of the area. This is where we just looked at. And the boat and Jace's and Jacob's. And not all of this is updated, but it does show. And he has a great bee pollinating farm here, along with another farm below, with a melon pumpkin one down there too. And then this was his house he built down in the middle. I really like this area here, having everything you need. As we head up over this way, he has his stable, which he keeps him on a lead, which I really like. And coming over down below the bridge, you're able to get back over to his main little area, which has a portal and a way down, if I remember correctly. An awesome place to have a little party. So this is where, all the action going on. He was able to collect every single disc, which was really awesome. Then heading up to the bridge level. I really like this sculpt design here. And then he was able to make this bridge, of course, leading over to Gary's area, which he was able to do some cool things. And I really liked his landing zone down here. Really cool. Now we're gonna head back over to the main base. Coming back in the view, we're able to see the great eagle. This thing stands for a lot in this community, of course. Go Beeport. But now, after covering most of this area, we're going to head back to the portal to go to the jungle village. Here we go. Alright. As we come on out, we'll come out to the main Nether hub, which I was able to build. Has nice fog floor, and this is connected to a way down to the Nether and Alex's base. Now the Nether tunnels connect a lot of us, as we have over at my area, and then we are able to have my original neighbor left and went over to a valley, and then we have Gavin and Gary, which we checked on recently. Heading back over towards them though. Here is Gavin's Nether hub. Turned out really cool, with a way to the fortress and the netherite mines. As we continue on to the jungle village, almost there. Oh. As we come to the entrance of the jungle village, we'll come through the portal here. Alright, as we come on out to the jungle village, this is where I feel like Gavin and I really took a step up and wanted to complete an area, make it whole, make it nice. There's still a few things to do, but overall this place is really pretty much finished. I was able to capture a red panda here. His name is Gregory. He's fed. As we come on out, we're able to see a lot here, with first a nice place for us to sleep. Right, after being nice and rested, we'll head on out. So we head around, we're able to go to our first watchtower, and this is the biggest one here. And here you're going to be able to see a lot of this area. Coming back around here, we'll be leaving the portal area, heading along the path by your little fielded area. And here is a great lookout as well. We were able to take this ocean area, and we just really wanted to fill up all the coast, and we were able to do that. So we have a nice little wall going along here, kind of giving us an area to separate the lands and create a path. The before versus after of this place is really crazy. As we come over here, we have a nice little spherical home, which once again I really like these circles. They always turn out really nice. This could have been a nice like secret door room or something as such. I'm not really too sure. As we actually continue back this way, we will come to our first house, along with a little waterfall here that connects on through down to a bridge. I really like this house because it has all the crops you need underneath, and then if you're able to head up, great place for villagers or something, so they're not really able to get out whether they walked out the door or not. Continuing on the path over this way, we take our way through the mountain and see a large bamboo house. Also, once again, decorate for a nice living room, kitchen, a nice storage area, and then I like this little overlook area balcony that takes you to another nice view. Coming up top here, we have another nice way around. We're able to see another waterfall that goes on through. This one is actually pretty fun as you're able to take your boat right on through and out. And this is a nice little elevated jungle home with a tree coming out of it. And I really enjoy these tiki torches everywhere. They really add a nice touch. Heading down here to the final house of this way. I really enjoyed making this one as it just kind of went all out. Built a nice little cabasa, whatever you want to call it. And this was my house for a while before I kind of eventually moved out. There was carpet and everything in here. Kind of went ham and took it all. But once again, a lovely area for a bunch of space, along with a nice bar outside, which I feel like is definitely the point of this build. And coming up. Take a nice little look at what we just looked at. This little row of buildings. Pretty awesome. Along with this boat race to get on out. We'll come back to this spherical house and back down this way. Oh, a nice little melon farm here, along with my probably most been at building here, my little bamboo producer. Here you're able to use kelp to make a bone meal, and then bone meal the bamboo in order to collect it all. It's nothing like a lot of other farms though. It's very simple compared. This is the second favorite building here probably. The nice little furnace smelting barn where we're able to smelt our goods. Really like this golem statue here. Coming down, we have a nice little pond area, which I always like adding water. It always is a nice contrast to all the green and stone. But in here, we have our little guy, Wasabi. What is up? He is just chilling in here in this tower. He he's in here for a reason I can't say, but he quite enjoys it. I think he has a pretty nice area. Coming back down to the statue, we'll continue our way down through this cave, just very nicely. And we'll head over to the pyramid, which Gavin built. And this thing turned out awesome. As you see from above, it is quite large, and I really like the yellow and blue he brought into it. Inside is a maze, which I won't completely go into just because it's, for you to find out. But it's very cool how this one is set up, as somewhere in here is a way out. And the treasure, I won't spoil that. Heading back over to by the cave, we'll continue our way down towards my house. Here's just a nice little jungle tower, along with a very nice little fisherman house. You're able to have your own little sugarcane pond. Heading down, we'll head to one of the most detailed builds of the realm. As we first head over through the bamboo jungle, we'll head to a nice little fisherman spot. We're able to see a nice little boat in the distance coming in. Some storage. And here we have a nice little jungle boat that's resupplying. And this medieval styled boat, which turned out really nice. Has some storage in the front, along with a nice little bedroom in here. Alright, much better. As we continue, we come to T-King's vacation home. We're inside. I've been able to nicely decorate it. The kitchen and piano. Coming into the living room, we have our Netflix playing, of course. And then a to-do list board. And I have my armor all around the place. Of course, I have to add an outdoor patio sitting area. Always is great. Heading on upstairs, I was able to create this really nice way up. Heads into my messy storage room. And then my more relaxation room where I have a little brewing stand and some stuff. And then heading up to my bedroom, which fits nicely to give me a nice little area to leave and go whenever I want. And continuing, as we fly on out, we're able to see a great view of the ice race and palace. Coming up to this palace, this was going to be a haven for the villagers, along with this volcano being an awesome part to complete this area. This ice race turned out amazing as it starts all the way up here at the top of the volcano and it takes you all the way down to the back of the pyramid. I can give you guys a little run through of it as it is really awesome as it takes you down. So I could have added pistons at the beginning to add a better starting system, but honestly, who really needs it? As you're able to go down, you have to avoid the obstacles. And as we head into the volcano here and out. And now this is definitely not the easiest course, as there's a lot of rough turns and high speeds along with drops. And I would not be very surprised if you fell off the first time. Where were we? Oh yeah, ice race. Yeah, I don't fail. It is definitely pretty hard, and you're able to take it and race up to 4 friends at a time. I mean, possibly more if you don't want to get too crowded. And definitely have to watch out for the barriers, not land on them. And then try not to fall into the water. And you reach the end, which has not fully been done, but it is still great to play with my friends. But overall, this area, along with the home base, turned out great. And I really love trying all these new types of things and builds, and especially the smoke from the volcano turned out great. But I hope you guys enjoyed and really liked all the builds you saw. And I have a new survival series coming soon with some friends. So stay tuned, and it will be coming shortly. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.